Good morning. It is Sunday and I'm finally off from the wedding season this year. I am preparing for the day and I have lots of exciting things coming. So I want to chat about all of those things with you. But first order of business is getting ready and lighting my Christmas tree. Chris and I have fully dove into the Christmas spirit and it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but I'm loving it because we get to enjoy this part of the season and the holidays a little bit more. So let's turn on my Christmas tree, let's get ready, and then I'll tell you all about what's coming. This is what our Christmas tree looks like while it's off. I wanted to show you a little close-up of what the ornaments are looking like this year. I wanted to go with a little bit of a warmer touch, so I ended up going with like browns and burgundy tones, like warmer touches, as well as like still neutral and whites, but I'm really loving the way it's turning out so far. I've been wanting to add dehydrated oranges and I've been trying to look for them everywhere. Haven't been able to find them, so I might create those myself and then hang them once they're done. But it is a 7-foot Christmas tree, or 7.5, sorry. And then we added a little tree collar at the bottom, just so it has kind of like a cleaner feel at the bottom, as we usually go with like a tree skirt. But there's a little button over here that I'm gonna just step on so I can light it. This is what it looks like lit. I love to light it even when there's daylight out. Stick. This is in the color Rouge Free. And then I kind of just stab it up high. Cool. And I'm done. On to hair. So my hair doesn't really get tangled throughout the night when I do blow dry it, but I do like to still comb it. Start at the bottom. I always use a large tooth comb because that's the best for curly hair and like less breakage. I start at the bottom and then work my way up. What I do is only straighten the edges because that's what gets curly faster for me. And so I just kind of touch up the edges. My hair's really thin overall. It seems like I have a lot, but I don't. And so it's like really easy and quick. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'll untangle it once again in case I got any tangles throughout the flat ironing process. And then what I do actually is I tie it up Like I twist it up, make sure it's like a tight twist, and I'll let it set for like a little while I change, while I put my jewelry on, all of the things. And I like use a little clip. It's not pretty for the time being, but it works because then it gives me kind of like this natural wave of like literally an effortless style. This is what I wanted to show you. I'm removing the clip now so you could see kind of like the texture and waves. It just gives me like this like natural like blowout texture without having to spend like so much time blow drying and retexturizing my hair with the brush and stuff like that. So I kind of just love putting it up in a clip like that, and then now I'm pretty much like ready to go. I just need to throw on my jewelry. This is my little catch-all, just wonderful pile of joy that I have. My absolute must are my stackable wedding rings. So I have 3 and I just wear these all the time, of course. I love my wedding rings so much. And then everything else that you see here, it's either fine jewelry pieces that have been gifts or that I've collected throughout the time, or they're Ana Luisa. So Ana Luisa makes long-lasting, affordable jewelry that doesn't tarnish, which is why I love their fashion pieces. And most of them are timeless in my opinion. Like these hoop earrings that are kind of like this twisted rope, I absolutely excuse me, love so much. I wear these all the time, and with an outfit like what I'm wearing today, these would be my go-tos, but I'll show you in just a second what I think I'm gonna wear instead of these today. I'm actually looking for some bracelets that I want to stack with my outfit today. This is the Colette bracelet, which I think I'm wearing. And then I am searching for a little pearl bracelet that I also want to wear. Yep, it's right here. And then this is the Adelie bracelet that I think I'm just gonna wear together. I like to wear my bracelets on my right hand, so I'm gonna just kind of stack these 2 together. And I do love, oop, it got tangled with the other one. I do love that it has 3 settings, just depending on your wrist size. You can kind of set them, you know, wherever it is that you desire the length. I like them loose fitting, so I just set them on the last setting. And then the Colette bracelet also has 3 settings here, but they're just kind of like shorter options, but I still wear mine on the last one because I like them to be a little bit looser. And they're super easy to like clip on. I can just do this on my own. I don't need, you know, Chris to help me when I am kind of like in a hurry and things. Like it's just nice to be able to reach for jewelry that you can put on yourself. You don't have to like struggle. So I really like these 2 combined, and that's kind of what I'm gonna wear today. I also have like some other stackable rings that sometimes I wear on my other hand, kind of like this little trio that I absolutely love. And I don't think I'm gonna reach for a necklace today, although something like this is absolutely amazing. I love this pebble necklace that you've seen me wear a lot. I can't stop wearing this one because it's just such a cute dainty piece, but it also creates a statement when you're wearing a plain top. But anyway, let me show you the new earrings that I got that I think I'm gonna wear today. So I have a daintier hoop, and I'll show you the comparison. So this is fine jewelry, and this is like a very thin earring, and then this is long-lasting, non-tarnishing beautiful piece from Ana Luisa, and I think that today with my outfit I just need more of a chunkier hoop, so this is what I think I'm going to aim for. I'm going to clip them off here, get them ready to be worn, and then while I'm at it, I'm going to show you the other pair of earrings that I got that I am potentially going to wear to the holiday party that I'm hosting. Look at the close-up of the pearls. They just look so beautiful, so fine. They actually look like real pearls. And again, I mean, Ana Luisa has like the most amazing like warranty and all of the things, so I just know that these are going to last me for a really long time. On top of their affordable prices, they are offering my viewers up to 25% off when you use the link below. So I'll leave that on there so you can shop any of the pieces that you might want for yourself or to give as gifts during Christmas. But I'm gonna stack these away until I get at least one wear out of them, and then they'll go onto my catch-all jewelry pile here. But let's put these babies on and let's get going. Okay guys, this is my struggle every time I'm getting into the car. I like fixate on the thought of just like bringing all of my bags all at the same time, all of the things I need, and sometimes it's really hard getting in the car. I have my work bag, I have my purse, I have like these ornaments I really wanted to bring in with me to the studio because I plan to add a Christmas tree. I have a little one that one of my friends donated to me, like, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. And that's gonna be kind of like in the front of the house, and it's gonna be pretty simple, but I want another Christmas tree on the back house of the studio, so like the actual warehouse portion, like where we get all of our like florals done and such, because I'm hosting a holiday party there, and I feel like it'd be a little bit cozier and a little bit more of that Christmas spirit, since it is a holiday party, to have while that's happening. So anyway, let me get me some sunnies. I've been really liking my gold sunnies during these colder months. I don't know, I kind of switch in between like the new sunnies that I recently got and these, but I feel like these look nicer with my outfit today. I was just thinking how I don't think that I've done an actual tour of what the studio looks like currently furnished, which is wild because we moved in here December 1st of 2023 and it's already mid-November 2024. So I think I'm gonna be showing you around after this announcement. I'll show you kind of like the ins and outs of all of the areas here in the studio and show you what things are looking like currently. By no means is it all the way done, but there's definitely been progress in a year. So I'm excited to show you what everything looks like currently. And I'll do it after this announcement, like I said. But anyway, I'm diving right in. I want to mention how I will officially be offering floral education moving forward in 2025. And by officially, I mean that I've already been offering floral education for a whole year to all of you that have reached out here on YouTube, on Instagram, and some of you have decided to email me. We've scheduled calls, mentorship calls, coaching calls, and also one-on-one workshops, which it's been an honor to teach you the ways, my ways, whatever I've learned so far in the floral industry. how I've scaled my business, how I go about different processes and things. So it's been really, really exciting to connect with many of you that wanted to learn from me. And so I am really excited to do a lot more of that in 2025. And so as my first announcement and my first floral workshop that I will be offering, that will be February 2025. So mark your calendars. I will also be announcing a specific date in February 25 as to when that will be held on my Instagram. So if you aren't already following me on my floral account at Angelical Flowers, make sure you follow me on there if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about this, or just check back on my website and there'll be, you know, kind of a link or a tab that says workshops that will, you know, allow you to learn a little bit more information about this. But more or less, I kind of just want to dive a little bit deeper into the differences between the offerings that I will have in 2025. I, for a whole year, have already offered, like I said, all of these things, but I will do a little bit more of it in 2025 as well as additional things. So coaching calls and mentorship calls, the biggest difference between the two is that mentorship calls allow us to focus in on various subjects and topics in regards to the floral industry, starting your business, developing systems, and just growing overall. And coaching calls allow us to more so focus on one specific topic, one specific subject, and fully develop that to see a little bit more growth or to see, you know, a difference in your business. The other thing is floral workshops. So there's one-on-one workshops and there's group workshops. I've done one-on-one workshops so far and they've been so amazing. I've done some online and I've done some in person. And I want to do more in-person workshops because it allows us to work with the ingredients together and it allows me to kind of guide you through the design a little bit more. Online workshops are still something that I'm willing to do, but it doesn't allow me to actually teach and maneuver you into how we go about a specific design if there are certain things for me to correct you on. But I understand that a lot of people learn in various ways, so I will also have online classes to, you know, fully allow you to go at your own pace so you could learn and repeat the technique or the step over and over if you wish to go about it that way. The floral workshops as a group is going to be probably no more than 12 people at a time. They are going to be held here in my studio and I will be announcing dates on my Instagram. The majority of you that have been focused or wanting to learn about floral education already follow me on there, so it's kind of the easiest way to announce dates and things. Floral workshops also allow us to kind of focus not only on one design specifically, but will allow us to also create installations and centerpieces and other components that you would already create for a wedding or another event. So it kind of goes a little bit deeper into the actual mechanics and techniques that we require to produce and execute an event. Enough about me chatting away. That was my floral announcement. Floral education, my first floral workshop will be coming up February 2025. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, the announcement will be made there at Angelical Flowers if you want to connect with me on there. And let's get started with the floral studio tour, but first I need to take a sip. This bottle was so full, I felt like I was almost gonna spill around myself. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first and foremost, this is where I was sitting, and I was sitting in front of all of this mess, so please don't judge me. I feel like I really lucked out with this furniture piece here. It's taller than the desk, so it allows it to be not just background, but an actual statement furniture piece in here. And it fits my printer and a bunch of office supplies and things that I have stored in there. So I love it so, so much. I've stacked a couple of picture frames on there, and it's just like such a subtle difference against the white walls that it just really made a difference to have on there. Of course, I stacked some books, and this is a really pretty vase that I added to the inventory collection. It's kind of like this sea salt texture that I really, really love. I also really like this design, wooden design on the lamp. Stacking these frames against the white wall really made a difference. And then, wow, this is how impromptu this tour is. Like, the studio's a little dusty and dirty right now. So sorry. But anyway, this candle is a gift from one of the wedding planners that I often work with. And then these are some candle holders that I'm showcasing here, not only because they look beautiful against all of the other items that I have displayed on here, but also because it's kind of a reminder of the candle holders that I'm going to add next to the inventory collection. This is a vintage piece, which has kind of like the certified vintage little medal on it. It's from Portugal, and I'm just obsessed with it. Then over there, I have a floral lamp along with some canvases that I am going to be using as design boards on the wall, which I did hang a couple months ago, but they fell off. Like, the hooks that I used weren't strong enough. That wall there is concrete because it's one of the main walls to the structure of the building, and I can't drill into them, and you can see like the patches of paint that pretty much fell off with the like hooks that I try to place on there. But anyway, those will be going up sometime soon. These chairs are kind of like this teddy material that I'm so in love with. And then I just have these cushions sitting here as well. I am pretty much thinking of switching them out, even though the fabrics complement each other and the tone really looks well together. I think I want to start incorporating a little bit more color in here. We will see. I have a window here that faces outdoor, or the outdoors, and then I have a little trash bin there. Nothing too crazy because I hardly see trash in here. If I need to like throw away an envelope or like rip something up, at least I have something. And then this is fully not done. This is a picture that we picked up in Canada, and I couldn't find a place for it in my home. So I brought it here just to reminisce on like such a good time that we had there, and just be able to like see it often since I wasn't really hanging it in my home. I brought it here. Then I have like a few set of candles here. This space, I often use it for extras that I want to showcase in floral mock-ups if I'm having a floral mock-up meeting here. So I could probably do a way better job of decorating that space, but I just haven't yet. So that's the space there, and that's just like some extra fabric that I had from the canvas DIY project that I did. Turning around is the lobby area or waiting area. There's like a few pottery vases that I've collected over time. The black one is wooden. It's so large. I absolutely love it. I used to have it in my home. But overall, it's just so big that I can't really find a place for it there. So it kind of just made its way here. There's really nothing in this console for now, but I think eventually I'll either store like extra candles or different things that I might want to hand to clients that do come in, etc. There's really nothing on the walls quite yet. I plan on putting 2 sconces on this wall, but that's still to happen sometime in the future. I do love these 2 cushions. They're kind of like this, it's not a zebra pattern, but it's something similar to it, and I just really like it against kind of like this really beautiful fabric. And then I really like this metal table that I have another smaller matching table to it, or like it kind of came in a set. They were sold separately, but I bought the set, and I have the other one in the other office. I'll show you, but I haven't really figured out what I want to do with it. But I do really like it because the tone just complements all of the different woods that I have here. And then turning around onto this space, there's really nothing on the second shelf or last shelf, because it's really hard to like fill a space that is just so big. But I have books and bookshelves there. I love me some sage. So I have a few here, and then like little trays and plates and things like that. Again, I've like picked up at like local shops like Palo Santo here, and this like beautiful ceramic as well. These potteries that I'm absolutely in love with. This book was a gift from one of my clients that came in for a mock-up or a floral meeting. And then first office here, this is what I've done with this room. I feel like it's gonna actually turn into another office because we're gonna be using the third office for something else. So this is just like this one wall, and I pretty much have one or more of the inventory pieces that I have in the back displayed here in case, you know, we are having a floral mock-up meeting here. Guests could come into this room that is like so close by and just like see the selection of things that we could also play with. But I don't think actually that I have every single piece in my inventory here now that I'm looking at it. So this room is pretty empty still. I have this mirror laying sideways, but eventually I want to stand it and hang it or secure it onto some space somehow at some point. And then onto this hallway. Here is the bathroom. The bathroom still looks the way it's looked since forever ago. And then here, I've kind of made a little dent, but not as much as I want to. This rug is something I was obsessed with. I still am. I'm like, I can't get over how beautiful this rug is. It's from Restoration Hardware, and it's just so beautiful. I wanted to bring a black rug in here so badly, and it's just the perfect pattern. And then I got this set too. The green is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I don't know if all 3 items are going to stay here, but there's going to be a touch of color for sure. This is the other table that I was telling you about, and it's just kind of like the other set or the other piece to the set of the one that's in the lobby. And then I found this lamp recently at HomeGoods, and I loved the green marble so much I had to get it. Eventually there's going to be some kind of table or console in here, and that's where I'm planning on placing that, but for now it's here. And then I just have various snacks and like my Wi-Fi connection and things there. And then moving on to the studio portion, there's a lot of boxes around. Don't mind everything. So coming out of the studio or of the offices there, if you step onto the left side, I pretty much have like a storage of like all of these things. I have the 2 ladders that I use the most often. I have extra candles and like glasses and like different wax and power banks and all of the things. These are a bunch of boxes of candles, chimneys, and hurricanes that just like need to be cleaned from past events. So we're gonna be cleaning and kind of like organizing that in the next week or 2 before the holiday party happens. And then if I turn around to this wall here, I have a shelf going on with just like extra candles and things that are candle related. So just a few there. There's so many bins throughout that I store votives in, so I'll keep going there in just a sec. This is our sink room that I showed you way back when, and there was like so many changes that I did here in this wall because there was like connections and like ugly things showing. So we've patched them, but we haven't like sanded and repainted. There just hasn't been enough time. And I also wanted to do that project together with like finishing the trimming or baseboard here. And again, that just hasn't happened yet. So here's like a stack of like all clean buckets, and usually the process is to keep all clean buckets on this side, and then I'll have like dirty buckets on this side and kind of like do what we need to, or like wash them as we go. This is like pretty much extra supplies of pretty much everything that we use when we flower, grounded pieces, tissue, cleaning supplies, tapes, bins, pins, ribbons, like cages, all of the things, like toiletries, like foam. Yeah, just like so many things, right? And then this is where I've stored all of the inventory. So there's like shelves for pretty much every other vase and style. And then at the top, there's kind of like showcasing pieces and just different things. That is kind of like a larger vase, some pedestals, so many things. And a lot of the clear bins that you see, either they're holding candle holders or votives or tea lights. Like you could see some candle holders here and some tea lights at the bottom. And then we have this pedestal thing that we used for one event, and I've been meaning to kind of like continue renting it out, but I just haven't. This is pretty much the inventory for one of the last weddings that we had, which was just a week ago, and everything's empty. It just needs to be cleaned so I can store it back into the shelves that you saw by where I have the ladders. These are all empty. I've already thrown out all of the water and things, but they just need to be washed. So everything that you see stacked and laying around here needs to be washed, and I'll get to that probably in the next week or two. Everything's really just happening and coming together before the holiday party, of course, because everything needs to be impeccable in here. But that's what that side looks like. I really love this industrial duster, which, I mean, that's such like a plain, like general thing to chat about, but this dustpan is like literally everything. It could pick up so much, and for such a big space, it's definitely useful. Some of my favorite things are these benches, work benches. They roll down and up to like various heights, and they worked wonders when I've designed just like different centerpieces, different florals and things. I have the wagon right now open, but that's the wagon we haul pretty much all of our buckets in. I have some extra carts here. These shelves are for like the carts that we have in the cooler and in the back, and they're just like extra pieces that I want to use, but also I can't or don't want to throw away. So anyway, there's like so many pieces that I just kind of like need to store away and like organize somehow. These are some backdrops that I have, along with some other backdrops right here. Hello. Let's do another little outfit check. I think the studio mirror is ideally what I would want in my home, like to have a mirror of this length, of this size, to be able to do fit checks on, but I have it here at least. So, oh my goodness, that's not a good close-up. But anyway, this is a bar that we've also acquired through an event that we did, and we will actually be using this at our holiday party. So that's gonna be nice to get another wear out of. You saw me coming in today to the studio with these wreaths. I had taken them home to see if I could use them at home, but honestly, they're just too large for that space. So I think I'm going to design them somehow, make them a little bit cuter, and then probably hang them on either this wall or this wall before the holiday party, maybe like ribbon it or green it out or something, because I definitely want to use them this year. And then here we have just an accumulation of different boxes for different inventory pieces that we have. I like to save the boxes because it allows us to just like package everything nicer, or like not nicer, but like still organized, and it allows less breakage and things. These are just flower boxes that allow us to carry centerpieces and just extra florals in if needed, which is the same thing as having plastic bins. Lots of extras here. A lot of our arches, installation things are on this edge here. And then of course our floral cooler. And this is what I mean by the carts. So each one of them has 4 shelves currently. And I think I want to add one more to the bottom of each, or just buy more of these like poles to just make an additional cart. So those other shelves just don't go to waste. But that is the complete tour of the floral studio. The Furnished Floral Studio. Anyway, it's time for me to remove the scarf and start getting cozy. I'm actually really glad that I wore this scarf today though, because San Diego is just getting really cold lately, and that scarf definitely kept me cozy. I also wanted to remind you that I will leave a link down below if you want to shop Ana Luisa's jewelry. It's up to 25% during this holiday season. I will see you guys very soon. I hope you enjoy this holiday time, and I hope to chat with you guys soon.